Well, now to the story of a Northeast Ohio boy who could soon become an orphan. This after losing his mom and now preparing to lose his dad.
As Lindsay Buckingham explains, his ill father is now doing everything in his power to provide the best life for him before he moves on.
There's no part of death that's easy.
I love you.
I love you too.
And if you ever need anything, you know I'm here. Call me.
Yet in your darkest hours, you see the light in others.
Don't worry about the time. You call.
Kim Hamilton is here to comfort her good friend, Lisa Lenox, who's about to lose the love of her life for the second time. A few years ago, she lost her husband. Her childhood friend, David Leatherwood, reached out. You see, he too had just lost his wife.
So he knew what it was like to go through all that.
The two fell in love.
We just started doing things together and spending more time. We just got attached to each other.
Then about a month ago, David went in for what he thought was a pulled muscle. It turned out to be advanced cancer in his liver and lungs.
When the nurse came in, she sat down on the bed with him, and he knew it was bad.
Devastating, because there's nothing more doctors can do. A fate David himself has accepted, writing in a heartfelt plea on a fundraising page. "I'm not afraid to die and not ashamed of asking for help. I just want to do the very best for my family that I can in the little time I have left."
He wants to make sure everybody's okay.
He wants his ducks in a row.
Not just for his love, Lisa, David has an 11-year-old son, Brian, who's struggling with the harsh reality of losing both of his parents.
I know Brian doesn't want to see it. That's probably my biggest fear. He doesn't want to see it.
In fact, he doesn't want to see anyone right now. All he wants is for Lisa to raise him after he loses his daddy.
And he told his dad, that that's what he wants. We've talked to him, we've both talked to him about what he wants, and he wants to stay here.
Lisa wants to be with him too. She loves Brian as her own.
We're very close. We spend a lot of time together.
Since Lisa also has a daughter, she's going to need help. David wants to make sure of it. In a final plea, writing, "The plan is to pay for the adoption and funeral/memorial before I climb that stairway to heaven." As David rests inside their home, Lisa has comfort. Her lifelong friends are here. And in her darkest hour, their light keeps her going.
I know if the shoe was on the other foot, she would help me, so that's what we do. We stick together and try to help.
Well, in addition to the GoFundMe to help raise money for Lisa and Brian, Kim is also hosting a spaghetti dinner for the family. If you'd like to help, please head to wkyc.com. We have both links posted there.
It's a heartbreaking story, but the little bit of hope that we get from that is this adoption.
Yeah.
So what is the latest as far as the adoption for Lisa and this little boy?
Yeah, well, I first want to mention that, of course, there's nothing good about death, but you do see the most beautiful things in others. And one of the things is there is a lawyer that has reached out to the family and is going to handle the case, the adoption case, completely pro bono and for free. They've already started the process. And in addition to that, David's family is fully supportive of this adoption.
That is incredible. And that's a hard story to tell, so we appreciate it. And we're thinking of that family and that little boy who didn't want to come out of his room.
Yeah, that's tough to think about.
Yeah.
That's really tough to think about. But I take comfort in knowing how many people love him, and including Lisa, who he wants to be with.
Linz, thanks. We appreciate you.
Beautiful family.